Welcome back, Rankers. Well, Penguin is the update that just keeps on giving. A bit of a score update on change.org. Remember the petition that people were trying to put together to get Google to reverse that Penguin update? Well, they're up to 1,065 people now. I really thought Google would have reversed them when they got to 1,000, but no. So, good luck with that. Sad, sad people. Okay. A couple of things that happened last week that were very interesting from an SEO perspective in Australia anyway. We had one SEO shut its doors. Now, they said it was for other reasons, but when we went and had a look at their backlinks to the site, they had a lot of spun article backlinks. Now, what's a spun article? Well, this is a spun article. Let me read it to you. Is appropriate the help of an SEO company? Receiving an SEO specializer is dependent upon what on earth microscope stage related with developing a personal site currently is actually. Many internet marketers stray by making the site first-class honours degree, then finding search engine marketing skillful with utilizes her expertise in order that the website ranks use browsing engines like Google and consequently hayseed. That's a spun article. In case you're wondering, like things like first-class honours degree and that sort of stuff. In the original article, that would have been like top level, top of the range, whatever. And the software's changed to first-class honours degree. Anyway, that SEO company was getting a bunch of backlinks from sites like this, as were some of their clients. Their clients have dropped. They've dropped pretty much from all the rankings that we knew they were ranking for. Fairly quickly. I mean, it's sad these people are out of jobs, but some of them have got jobs and everything else, and some of them haven't, unfortunately. But if you're going to go down that path, then that's what you're going to risk. Now, on the other side of the coin, we've got some people saying that the technique of Google bowling is alive and well. This is the one I've told you about before. This is the idea now, and what a lot of you have asked, is why can't someone just go and buy junk backlinks, link them to your site, and bring you down? Well, we're in the SEO business, and I've seen a lot of links come up over the years that I know are absolute junk, and I know that we haven't bought, and I know that we certainly haven't been active in getting. So I'm guessing someone's heard about the whole concept of Google bowling, and they've tried to have it a go at us, but it hasn't worked. So I don't know why. I don't care. The thought that we always go forward with is that Google has spent billions on this algorithm. Their whole business relies on the quality of this algorithm and delivering relevant results. Sure, they're not saying 100% certainty that you can't have a detrimental effect to someone else's web page in the rankings by buying dodgy backlinks, but they're saying they're close enough to 100% sure, okay? That's good enough for me for the moment. Now, I know some of you, Gabriel, last week commented on the blog, said, you know, do a test, try it yourself. Well, I haven't done the test, but if anyone has, or Gabriel, if you have got a link to a blog post or anything out there that shows, you know, a control set and a new site, Virgin site, good SEO, and then buying a whole lot of spammy backlinks to bring the bad SEO down, whilst you're still doing the good SEO stuff and you've got a control set to match that, I'd really, really love to see it. But as yet, I haven't seen anyone come out with that evidence. Which brings me to my next point. Sometimes a lot of the things that people are seeing that they're assuming are spammy backlinks could just be other things that happen in the Penguin update, like, or in the Panda update, like the quality stuff that we saw happen earlier in the year. So, for instance, there's this poor bloke, poor bugger. He reckons that this is entrepreneur coach John Williams, and he founded Logo Garden, and he's offering a $10,000 reward for anyone who can find the person that's bought all these junk backlinks that he thinks has brought his site down. Now, I haven't seen today, I've been having a look at your site. I'm not chasing the $10,000 reward in today's show, but I might in my spare time, or I might give it to the guys out on the floor to do. But I'm starting to think, though, that the reason that sites like yours have dropped isn't necessarily because of the backlinks that you have. It's because of some of the qualitative things on your site that Google has updated that now it doesn't like. And the reason I'm thinking that, John, and I'm not saying that someone hasn't had a go at your site and trying to take you down with bad backlinks, because as I've just said, I've seen it done to us, but it hasn't worked. Now, you've got other people out there saying that, well, you need this is the profile you need of anchor text in your backlinks. It needs to be, 50% anchor text, and maybe 20%, your URL, and then 10% something else. It's like, you can't think like that. You can't control those things. What makes you think that, therefore, that the Google algorithm is going to be using those sorts of numbers to make those sorts of determinations? It's much smarter than that. So, for instance, when I go into a forum, I always set up a signature file, and I always set up a backlink if the forum allows it, with anchor text, a very SEO competitive anchor text, back to our site. Now, I've got thousands of those links out there in forums that I contribute to. That I'm not spamming, I'm actually a contributing member of the forums, and they're all backlinking to us. And that phrase went up with the Google update, the last Penguin update. So we've gone from 2s and 1s for those sorts of phrases when we were 5s and 6s. And we've got all those backlinks and we did nothing else. So, and we've had people try to Google bowl us as well. So I think this notion of Google bowling has been blown out of proportion. And John, for your benefit, I went into Majestic SEO, which you probably know, did a backlink check, and then what I did is I went over and we spat all those backlinks out into a spreadsheet, and I started to have a look at them. Sure, you've got a lot of spammy links out there, but yes, someone may have had a go at Google bowling you, or, bear with me, you may have employed someone that you didn't know that was actually going and getting those spammy backlinks. I haven't yet come across a site like the one I showed you earlier, which was a spun article site. What I'm seeing with your backlinks are forums, spam, some good ones in real forums, like the sort of thing this is actually from someone who just said, link directly to your site. What I think the problem is, when I go and do a site index check of logogarden.com, I'm seeing a lot of similar page titles. I'm seeing a lot of pages that don't have a lot of content on them. And I think what you would benefit from, John, is going into Google Webmaster Tools, getting your webmaster to do it, if you haven't already, and having a look at this section here. Have a look at optimization, HTML improvements, and I think you're going to find a lot of content in there that is Google telling you that you need to change the things. You need to change page titles. You need to change, your meta descriptions, whatever it might be, because a lot of things are similar. Because you've got a massive site, but there's a lot of pages with small pieces of content on them. You've got quite a few errors in the index as well. I'm not saying that's what made you drop, but it even could be things like your internal linking structure, where you have this big menu down the side, and then you have pages with not much content on them. So you've got more links, if you like, than pages, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of those in there, and I think it might be diluting the rest of the content that you were trying to rank for in the first place. Hopefully that's helpful. Hey, if we win the $10,000 with that, send it over. I know we didn't find the guy that did the SEO linking for you, but we can hunt them down carefully. Might end up being the SEO company you employed first off, just saying. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.